Hey, welcome back to Life on the Wrist. Hope you're doing well. So there's been a lot of talk about Baselworld, being that it's Baselworld season, about whether or not Baselworld is dying, or if it's revitalizing, or if it's boring. So I thought I would throw in my 2 cents about what I think about Baselworld and whether or not I think it's on the downhill and dying. But before I get into that, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and liking this video. It always is appreciated. Also, this is a reminder that we are doing a watch giveaway. We are giving away the Hodinkee Edition Swatch System 51 limited edition. I don't know how many pieces there are, but it's definitely limited. And I'll put a link in the description to the giveaway so that you can enter. It's really simple. Just involves going to our social media platforms, doing a few things on each of them, and you'll be entered. It's a worldwide giveaway, so it doesn't matter where you are. We will ship the watch to you so that you can enjoy it and add it to your collection or sell it or whatever you want to do. It's really up to you once it's out of my hands. So yeah, link will be in the description to enter, and I wish you the best in the giveaway. So Baselworld is one of 2 major trade shows in the watch industry, if you didn't know. One of 2, the other is SIHH, and it's a platform where watch companies can show off the watches that they've come up with for that year. It takes place in the spring, so right about now, in Basel, Switzerland, at the Messe Hall in Basel. And this year, we found out last year that the Swatch Group was not going to attend, which meant there were going to be a lot of brands that were not being represented at Baselworld. Not having Swatch Group there meant that companies like Certina, Tissot, Longines, Omega, Blancpain, Glashütte Original, Breguet, Harry Winston, all of those companies and many more would not be participating in Baselworld and showing what they had to media and to the general public of the watches that they created for 2019. And this meant a drastic reduction in the amount of attending companies at Baselworld 2019. They went from about 1,500 watch brands in Messe in Basel, in the Messe Hall in Basel, to about 500. And these are all estimates. But that's an amazing reduction in the amount of companies that basically lost faith in the fact that Baselworld was doing something to help them with the sale of their goods. So there's been a lot of criticism of Baselworld as well, being that there's nothing really interesting that's coming out from these companies. It also doesn't help their pipelines and selling watches. It's basically just a place where we can come and take pictures and talk to them about watches and see the watches that they've decided to sell. So obviously, from all these exterior factors, it looks like Baselworld's going down. Companies are leaving, they're not coming out with anything new. It just seems like it's just a big issue for these companies. But I think it actually could be framed in a way that presents it as an opportunity. For example, being that it went from 1,500 to 500, about 2/3 of the companies are not attending Baselworld anymore. This huge reduction means that the companies that are currently attending have the opportunity to be in front of the media's eyes and have a lot more of their attention to show them what they've come out with that year. Having more attention means more eyes on your products from media and the general public, and that means there's going to be a lot more opportunity for them to show what they have and stand out from everyone else. This means that there's an opportunity for those companies that are attending Baselworld to overtake the companies that are not attending Baselworld. They have an opportunity to be on websites and in magazines and on Instagram, as opposed to the companies that are not at Baselworld, who then are basically their social media presence is going to drastically be reduced just because of the fact that all the hype is around the companies that are actually at Baselworld. And in my opinion, that's a perfect opportunity for companies to come out with these really cool watches and really explode their brand, as opposed to comparing themselves to watch companies that are not attending. I think this is also a great opportunity for smaller companies to come out and really make an impact in the watch industry. It means that they have the opportunity, so instead of people going to the Omega booth, they can go to different smaller company booths, and just because of the fact that the length of time of Baselworld isn't gonna change, so there's more time for people to hop around the booths. This gives them a lot more space to roam around, see these smaller brands, and it's a perfect opportunity for these companies to really grow their presence within the watch industry. So the Swatch Group did say that in 2020 they're unsure if they're going to attend or not. I bet you they're probably going to look at what impact not attending Baselworld has on their bottom line or their top line sales. So don't know what's going to happen in 2020, but I think it was a perfect opportunity for them to show what they have. I think one of the best examples of this huge impact that this can have is that Tudor came out with their Black Bay P01, and that is, in my opinion, has been the hype of Baselworld because it's so different. It made them stand out a lot more, and nothing against Tudor, but obviously they're kind of in the shadow of, you know, Rolex. But in the same time, that P01 has completely exploded online. It's all I saw on Instagram for a couple of days, and it's pretty cool that it really stood out. So where things look like they're dying, there's always an opportunity, and I think that's a good way to frame things, especially in the watch industry, because it's changing so much, and it just presents opportunities that you may not see as an opportunity, but can be framed that way. So in my opinion, Baselworld perhaps is on that decline, but it's a great opportunity for other companies to come in and swoop in and really revitalize Baselworld. It's not like the attendance at Baselworld is going to decrease. There will always be hype around Basel and the watches that are released for that year, and everyone's going to end up going to Basel in the spring to see the watches because it's a great opportunity to see all these watches that have been released for that year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already and you've made this far, make sure you like this video. Leave us a comment what you think. Is Baselworld dying? I'm sure we have different opinions, and I'd love to talk about it. And I hope you guys have a nice rest of your day.